जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे त्वयो श्रुत्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमस्ते राजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित् सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। Good afternoon. My heartiest greetings to all the viewers. Nowadays we are locked down due to the COVID-19 situation prevailing all over the world. So we are actually locked down in a home, not being able to go out. So we, the devotees of the Holy Trio, are trying to go inside to learn more about them, to get more closer to the lotus feet of Holy Trio. Today I have decided to discuss something about Sister Nivedita and the bonding and the love and the extraordinary bonding of compassion that Holy Mother had for this Holy Lady, Sister Nivedita. Sister Nivedita was my Khuki, and I would like to give this title as Ma and my Khuki. So before I start discussing about the relationship between Holy Mother and Sister Nivedita, I will start from the very beginning, the day when Sister Nivedita met her Guru, her Acharya, Swami Vivekananda. As we know that Sister Nivedita was born in an Irish family, but she was brought up at London. Her education was at London, and in the year 1895 she was established teacher. She had a school in London, and she was an excellent speaker and renowned writer over London when she met Swami Vivekananda. And Swami Vivekananda, after his historical speech of Chicago, was of course a renowned person all over the world. And when these two persons met, it was drawing room of aristocratic family at London, and there Swamiji was speaking on Vedanta. It was a small gathering. There was like 15 or 16 people listening to it, and it was a homely atmosphere. Swamiji, as he always did, spoke excellent. But the people who were present in that discussion, they were all British, and due to that British vanity, they somehow do not acknowledge the greatness of others. So at the time when they were departing, everyone, they said to the host that yes, Swami spoke well, no doubt spoke well, but there is nothing new. It was nothing new. You all have heard such things before. And Sister Nivedita, then Margaret, she didn't tell anything, but she also was silent, and as if she agreed to the opinion of others. But when she returned home, and during the week when she was doing her household works, the thoughts of Vedanta that Swamiji discussed that day thoroughly kept haunting her. And she felt that it was not only ungenerous, but it was unjust to behave in that way with Swamiji. The way that they behaved, it was totally unjust. And I'll definitely quote the thing from sister, as she wrote in The Master as I Saw Him. She wrote, "For my own part, however, as I went about the task of that week, it dawned on me slowly that it was not only ungenerous, it was also unjust to dismiss in such fashion the message of a new mind and a strange culture. It occurred to me that those each separate dictum might find its echo or its fellow amongst things already heard or already thought. Yet it had never before fallen to my lot to meet with a thinker who, in one short hour, had been able to express all that I had hitherto regarded as highest and best. I therefore took the only two opportunities that remained to me on hearing the Swami lecture while he was still in London." So, in this book, The Master as I Saw Him, Sister Nivedita clearly actually expressed that whatever Swamiji told that day, it was so amazing. And another thing, important point is that she has mentioned that she has never met a person like Swami Vivekananda before, and that's why she didn't miss the two chances that was left with her to hear about the discussions and the lectures of Swami Vivekananda. And as she attended the lectures of Swamiji, she listened to it with all her mind, and after the lectures are over, she used to question a lot, and Swamiji, being so patient and caring, answered and quenched all the spiritual thirst of his disciple. And as Sister Nivedita was mentioning another thing, another incident of another day, she wrote in her book, in another place, that one day, in a certain burst of emotion, Swamiji suddenly rose up and he suddenly called us and said, "Do you know what the world wants today? The world needs at least 20 people who can come out on the road and say that God is everything to them." And he then indicated to the audience and said, "Is there anyone, let me see, who can come and say like this, can come with me, can join me?" Nobody just rose up, nobody responded. It was a prevailing silence all over. But Margaret, within her heart, felt somewhere that yes, she can dedicate her all for the cause of the Lord, and God is the only thing and everything to her. But that British vanity also prevented her from accepting the call of Swamiji, and she couldn't speak a word that time. On another occasion, Swamiji was speaking to Nivedita, Margaret then, that, "You know, Margot, I have certain plans for the women of my country, and I think you will be of great help in it." As soon as Margaret listened to this, she reminded of something that she used to think. And when she was, when her mother was pregnant, when she heard that her mother during her pregnancy has prayed to Lord that whatever her firstborn baby is, it will be dedicated to the lotus feet of the Lord. And Margaret's father, at the time of his death, also called his wife, and also told her that there will be a great call for the elder daughter Margaret, and when that call will come, he said, don't hold her back, let her go. And Margaret also used to think that there will be certain great call for her. So when this proposal was given to her by Swami Vivekananda, she at once thought, this is the call, and she was ready to come to India to serve India. But when Swamiji returned to India and he considered the weather and the culture and actually the orthodox mentality of the people, he thought that it will not be easy for Margaret to come here and work for the women of this country. So he wrote back to Margaret and said that the way you are serving mission, Ramakrishna mission, by helping Swami Abhedananda ji at London, that is more than enough. You did not to come to India and just be there and help in the work of the mission, and just don't come over here. You cannot come and you cannot serve this way. The situation is not at all well for the work. But Sister Nivedita, then Margaret, she was such a determined character, and she had such a strength of her personality that once she has decided something, she would make it for sure. And she constantly and repeatedly kept writing to Swamiji for the permission to come to India to serve the nation, to do something for the women of the country, as Swamiji told him earlier. After her repeated request, Swamiji at last given her the permission, and it was 1898, 28th January, that she came to India, and as she was leaving behind her earlier life, the established and luxurious life, of course, all her relationship, her country and everything. So there was a certain fear. She was in a sort of dilemma. But when she reached India and she was getting down from the ship, she just saw her guru, her Acharya, Swami Vivekananda, was present there to receive her and to welcome her to India. And at the very moment she saw him, all her fear, all her worries went away. After Margaret came to India, within 2 or 3 weeks, other 2 European devotees of Swami Vivekananda, Oli Bull and Mrs. MacLeod, they also came, and Swamiji went on a pilgrimage. Rather, it can be called an educational tour for these 3 European ladies, because the places, various places of India that they were visiting with Swamiji worked like a guide and a teacher, and every place they were visiting, actually, Swamiji told about the people there, about the culture, about each and every detail of that particular place. So it was like an educational tour for them they had throughout the India. And after having this tour for a couple of months, they again came back to Kolkata. And it was in time to do something for the work that she has come for. And Swamiji decided that as she will be doing the job, doing her work for the women of India, she at first need to know how Indian women are and what is the ideal of Indian woman. And of course, he had a thought that Sister Nivedita had to be accepted first by Holy Mother, and when she is accepted by Holy Mother, she will be accepted by the society and allowed by the society to work for them. It was a strong belief in Swamiji's mind. So along with Swami Sadananda, these three ladies, these three European ladies, they visited Mayadbadi, Bagbajar, and it was such a great meeting. And as we find in Sister Nivedita's diary, she recorded the day as the day of the days. And the first meeting was like this: Holy Mother accepted these three European ladies as my daughters with such overwhelming love and compassion, and they were just melted. The first meeting was like this: Holy Mother asked Margaret, "What is your name?" Sister Nivedita told, "My name is Margaret Elizabeth Noble." Holy Mother was surprised. She said, "Oh my God, such a big name. I cannot call such big name. I will say you are my Khuki." Nivedita could not understand what Holy Mother is saying. So there was someone who translated the thing and interpreted the thing and said that Khuki means the baby daughter. And then the expression on the face of Margaret was amazing. She was overwhelmed with joy and exclaimed, "Yes, yes, of course, I'm mother's baby only." And this was the first meeting. After that, Holy Mother offered some prasad to the visitors. And Mrs. MacLeod said, "Mother, we will have all this. Won't you have with us?" Mother said, "Yes, of course I will." And she not only said so, she actually had the prasad with them that day. And during that period, during that era, it was such an extraordinary thing, an amazing thing for a holy Brahmin widow. It is unimaginable for her to have food with a group of Christian people. It was unthinkable, and it was so surprising that even Swamiji was surprised, and he wrote to Shashi Maharaj later. Can you imagine, Shashi? Holy Mother not only accepted them but also had food with them. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it surprising? It was really so. And Holy Mother was like this, modern, always modern in her thoughts. Then Sister Nivedita proposed that when she is here to work for the women of the country, so she may have the chance to stay at Holy Mother's house. Holy Mother was sent the proposal for acceptance. Holy Mother knew that this may give birth to many problems, and this may be a big issue, because in her house it was not only she, there are other women also. They are very conservative and orthodox in thoughts, but yet she gave permission, and Nivedita started staying with Holy Mother. But during the 1 week or so, when she stayed in that mother's house, she understood, as she was very much intelligent and very smart, she understood that by asking Holy Mother to let her stay with her, she has actually ushers a lot of trouble to Holy Mother, as there were other people who were complaining about this particular thing, a Christian lady staying in her house. This is a big trouble to them as well. So she immediately decided to shift, and 16th Bagbajar Lane was the address that was decided to be her residence. Not only her residence, it was also her school that would be starting soon. And she shifted there, but she decided to choose this particular address because it is near Mother's house. And almost every day she used to visit Holy Mother, and every Sunday she used to come. She used to clean the holy house of the mother, used to mop up the floor, used to clean the windows and the doors and do everything possible for the holy mother. She had such great love, such great respect for holy mother. And holy mother also used to love her so much. They did not understand each other's language, because holy mother did not understand English, neither Sister Nivedita understood Bengali that time, but yet they had such a great bonding of love for each other. And it was such marvelous bonding that anyone could ever witness. Once Sister Nivedita decided that she would offer Thakur something. She would cook like porridge or payesh, and she would offer it to Thakur. She did so, and she took the prasad for Holy Mother, and Holy Mother happily and readily accepted. It was another issue for those warmonger people, those the people who were orthodox in every way. They said that it is such an unethical matter to offer Thakur something cooked by a Christian lady, and not only that, Holy Mother is also accepting that prasad. That is another unethical thing. They created much chaos about it. When Holy Mother heard this, the statement that she made was remarkable. She said, Nivedita is my daughter, and she has every right to cook for Thakur and offer him. If anyone has problem in it, she or he may leave, but I cannot leave my daughter Nivedita. So it was clearly stated by Holy Mother that Khuki is so much dear to her that she will never leave her side, and she did so till Khuki's last breath. Once Sister Nivedita gifted a small box of German silver to Holy Mother. Holy Mother kept Thakur's holy hair in that box and kept it in her temple. And she used to say that whenever I sit here to worship and I look at the box, I just remember Nivedita. On another occasion, that is very impressive, that speaks of the innocence and the simplicity of Sister Nivedita. Once Holy Mother made a hand fan made of wool, and she gifted it to Sister Nivedita. As soon as she received it, she was overwhelmed with joy, and she could not understand what to do with such a great gift. Mother has made this, and she started just once kept her on her head, then just hold her here on her bosom, then kept it on the lap, and she was so happy with it. Mother, watching this overwhelming reaction of Sister Nivedita, she said, just see the simplicity and innocence in her. She is born and brought up in foreign country, has seen so many great things in her life, yet she is so happy to get such simple thing from me. Such love, such respect Sister Nivedita had for Holy Mother. And also Holy Mother had great love for her Khuki. Then the main job for which Sister Nivedita came to India, it was about to start the women's school. It was in Bagbazar that Holy Mother on 13th November 1898 she went and she inaugurated the school, Nivedita school, and doing all the puja of Thakur. After that, the school was officially inaugurated, and Holy Mother said that I pray to the goddess Durga, Mahamaya, that her blessings may always shower upon this institute of yours, and that the ladies, the girls that are getting education from here may be the ideal girls. When Nivedita was interpreted what Holy Mother said about her school, she was so happy, so impressed. In the beginning, there was not so many students in her school. Once she was expressing her grief to Holy Mother regarding this, and Holy Mother assured her, do not worry, one day there will be a lot of students at your school. And she not only said so, actually Holy Mother used to inspire and tell the women devotees that used to come to her house, she used to tell them that send your daughters to Sister Nivedita's school. There they will learn not only the education, but also they will learn some other things, extracurricular activities also. Thus they will stand on their own feet. So in that time also, Holy Mother understood that standing on our own feet is very important for the woman, and woman education is the most important thing to make a woman independent. And such liberal and such modern was her thinking. Of course, the process of this transformation from Margaret to Sister Nivedita cannot be so beautifully done without the love and support of Holy Mother. Of course, Swamiji did a lot to create this avatar of Nivedita, from transforming her from that Christian lady to a totally Indian one. But Holy Mother's love and support also was a great source for this transformation, and her support, her love, her blessing was so much for Sister Nivedita, because at time after the death of Swamiji, when she was very lonely, she used to come to Holy Mother daily for her mental support, for her mental peace. Then she also had to cut off all her relationship with Ramakrishna Math and Mission, as she was engaged in some political affairs, and as Swamiji clearly told that those who are the members of Ramakrishna Math and Mission cannot be involved in any political activities. So Nivedita was told that she had to leave the Math and Mission, as she is involved in these political issues. But that time Sister Nivedita decided to leave mission to serve India, because India was not only a country for her. Her Acharya Swami Vivekananda has given the Bij Mantra India to her, and she used to repeat it as we repeat our Guru Mantra. So India was like her Guru, like her Ishto. So she did everything possible for this country, and she, as Holy Mother said, she is Indian. She was very much Indian, and she was daughter of Thakur, and we also believe that she was daughter of Thakur. She was very much Indian, and she loved to be called Indian, and we all Indians are very proud that she came here and she became ours. And I remember what Netaji Subhash Chandra said about her, that I come to know India through Vivekananda and come to know Vivekananda through Sister Nivedita. And if we also want to know Vivekananda properly, we had to go through Sister Nivedita's writing, and she is the one who can reveal the real Vivekananda to us. And I also remember what Dinesh Chandra Sen once said. He said, I do not know anyone who loved India more than Sister Nivedita did. Really so, we are Indians, but we do not think that there is any Indian who loved India more than she did. And the relationship with Holy Mother has always been her inspiration, and Holy Mother was such a great blessing to her in every way. And the letter in which she has stated her feeling about Holy Mother, I'll read out the letter, and we'll end this short discussion over here by reading this letter of sister which she wrote about Holy Mother. Sister Nivedita's letter to Ma Sharoda, written on 11 December 1910. Beloved Mother, this morning early I went to church to pray for Sarah. All the people there were thinking of Mary, the mother of Jesus, and suddenly I thought of you. Your dear face, your loving look, and your white sari and your bracelets, it was all there, and it seemed to me that yours was the presence that was to soothe and bless poor Sarah's sick room. And do you know, I thought I had been very foolish to sit in your room at the evening service to Sri Ramakrishna trying to meditate. Why did I not understand that it was quite enough to be a little child at your dear feet? Dear Mother, you are full of love, and it is not a flushed and violent love like ours, and like the world's, but a gentle peace that brings good to everyone and wishes ill to none. It is a golden radiance, full of play. What a blessed Sunday that was. A few months ago, when I ran to you, the last thing before I went on the Ganges, and ran back to you for a moment as soon as I came back. I felt such a wonderful freedom in the blessing you gave me and in your welcome home. Dearest Mother, I wish we sent you a wonderful hymn or a prayer, but somehow even that would seem too loud, too full of noise. Surely you are the most wonderful thing of God Sri Ramakrishna's own chalice, of his love for the world, a token left with his children in these lonely days. And we should be very still and quiet before you accept, indeed for a little fun. Surely the wonderful things of God are all quiet, stealing unnoticed into our lives, the air and sunlight, and the sweetness of gardens and of the Ganges. These are the silent things that are like you. Do send to poor Sarah the mantle of your peace. Isn't your thought now and then of the high calm that neither loves nor hates? Isn't that the sweet benediction that trembles in God like the dewdrop on the lotus leaf and touches not the world? Ever, my darling Mother, your foolish Khuki, Nivedita. May we have the blessings of Holy Mother, Thakur Sri Ramakrishna Swamiji, and all our tribute to Sister Nivedita. All of you stay home, stay blessed. Thank you. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.